Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. We'll finish this round. A few more beads to go. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram. Let me just make myself a bit more comfortable. Bends or pushes me out a little further. Yeah, that works. It's kind of comfortable. Huh? Okay. We're good? Mic's on. Jai Krishna Balaram. Jai Sisi Gorni Tai. Jai Jaganath Baladev Subhadra. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamunatira Vanachari. Jamunatira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Sudanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jasudanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamunatira Vanachari. Jamunatira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamunatira Vanachari. Jamunatira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Nitai Gora Haribol. Jayom Vishnupada Paramahamsa Bharachikacharya. Asatars at the Sri Srimad, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Grantiraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Harinam Sankirtan Ki. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra Ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So I'll start by apologizing. I only speak English. I don't speak any other language but English, and I'm still trying to get English down. So please bear with me. You can hear me? They can hear me. You can hear me, but back there they're going, what? What? So I'll speak louder into the microphone. How's that? Okay. So I just wanted to apologize. I only speak English. So maybe I can like act out what I'm trying to say so you can all see. Do you know we have a sannyasi in ISKCON who can pantomime, pantomime, like Krishna said. And you've seen Bhakti Mark Swami Maharaj? He does that, it's hysterical. And, when he does it in Mayapur, and everyone's like, what is he doing, He'll, instead of actually saying, Sri Bhagavan, he'll go, Krishna says, and I can't do it, but he can do it. But I won't do that. I'm not that talented. So, okay. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter number 10. No, sorry. Canto 10, chapter 90, text number 28. Evam Vedotitam Dharmam. Evam Vedotitam Dharmam. Anutishtan Satam Gati. Anutistam Satam Gati. Griham Dharmartakam Manam. Griham Dharmartakam Manam. Muhuschatar Sayat Padam. Muhuschadar Sayat Padam. Evam Vedotitam Dharmam. Anutistan Satam Gati. Griham Dharmartakamanam. Muhuschadar Sayat Padam. Evam Vedotitam Dharmam. Anutistan Satam Gati. Griham Dharmartakamanam. Muhuschadar Sayat Padam. Evam Vedotitam Dharmam. Anutistan Satam Gati. Griham Dharmartakamanam. Muhuschadar Sayat Padam. Evam Vedotitam Dharmam. Anutistan Satam Gati. Griham Dharmartakamanam. Muhuschadar Sayat Padam. Evam Vedotitam Dharmam. Anutistam Satam Gati. Griham Dharmartakamanam. Muhuschadar Sayat Padam. Matajis. Edam Vedotitam Dharmam. Anutistan Satam Gati. Griham Dharmartakamanam. Muhuschadar Sayat Padam. Evam, in this manner. Veda, by the Vedas. Uditam, spoken. Dharmam, the principles of religion. Anutishtan, executing. Satam, of saintly devotees. Gati, the goal. Griham, one's home. Dharma, of religiosity. Artha, economic development. Kamanam, and sense gratification. Muhu, repeatedly. Cha, and. Adarshayat, he demonstrated. Padam, as the place. Translation. Thus observing the principles of duty enunciated in the Vedas, Lord Krishna, the goal of the saintly devotees, repeatedly demonstrated how one can achieve at home the objectives of religiosity, economic development, and regulated sense gratification. Om Jnana Tiranam Dasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshur unmilitangena tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Tinamane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachardine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschata Desatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So thank you very much for allowing me to come to this amazing spiritual oasis, Bhubaneswar. It's very, very special. This is my first real experience here in Bhubaneswar, but I feel very welcomed by all the devotees and very encouraged to come back again. I hope that Krishna allows me. Krishna Balaram, I know you're listening. Please help me to do some service here in this magical spiritual oasis called Bhubaneswar. Hare Krishna. My wife's going, yeah. Okay. We're just feeling so much ecstasy here because the devotees are understanding that it is very important to exhibit the qualities of Vaishnavas, to show who we really are as devotees. We are supposed to be caring, loving, nurturing. And this is an amazing realization when you understand this, that this is why we are in a society. This is why we have sadhu sangha, so that we can come together, assist, glorify, and help each other reach our goals and our potential as devotees. So often we get stuck. It's like riding a wave and you just keep going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. We need to get out of that, to get out of this being stuck in the middle, so to speak. We want to break through to the other side and start heading back to Godhead. Not a little bit of Krishna consciousness, little bit of Maya, little bit of Krishna consciousness, little bit of Maya. We want to get out of that. We want to go Krishna conscious, Krishna. Okay, there's a little Maya. Krishna conscious, Krishna conscious. Oh, come on, a little more Maya. We're not pure yet. We can accept little tinges of Maya. What do I mean by a tinge of Maya? Now, one of the issues in Krishna consciousness is we tend to live in the gray area. And that's what I'm trying to get across here. There's the black, there's the white. Obviously the white is up here and the black is down here. And in the middle is gray. Is this Krishna conscious? Well, it's not too bad. So I'll allow myself to do that. I feel like having an ice cream. Is that Krishna conscious? Is it Maya? Maybe a little of both. I'll get the ice cream, but I'll offer it. Okay. So we're living in this kind of area where we're not really making the advancement that we should be making, knowing that there is a time constraint. Now, I don't know about you, but if you don't have a chance to live past 100, you can start counting down now. Like for me personally, I'm 73 years old. And every time I stop and think, I hear the little clock ticking. Tick, 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 tick. It's getting closer, Jivanath. Don't waste this time. Let's start to get serious about this. When you're young, being serious about spiritual life seems like, why should I bother? I've got, 50, 60, 70 years, something like that. It's a progress. It's a natural, I'll just take my time, slowly weave. But what happens is when you do that is you get stuck in that middle area where you're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're not really breaking free and heading straight back to Krishna. So we want to get out of that. We want to stop that. Now we are very lucky. Like this Bhagavatam verse is saying, Krishna is showing how to live in household life, blissful, how to take care of the family, how to do these things. Krishna is showing in Bhagavatam right now. Srila Prabhupada showed us how to do it. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is our prime example how to do this. So we have examples of how to live. And Krishna is so kind that he did give us Srila Prabhupada in real life. Not just, oh, here's the Bhagavatam, here's Krishna, here's Lord Chaitanya. Okay. He gave us Srila Prabhupada. And because of the wonderful advancements that science has made and technology has made, we can watch Srila Prabhupada, we can hear Srila Prabhupada, and of course we can read Srila Prabhupada. So we're very blessed. I would actually like to just tell you a couple of stories that I feel are very essentially giving a picture of Prabhupada that maybe you don't know, or maybe you do. The first story, and this is one of my favorites, because this is showing the real wit of Srila Prabhupada. He was so quick. When someone would say something a little bit off, he could come back like that. So Srila Prabhupada was invited to go to a radio show in San Francisco. And this is early. This is like 1970. And this radio show host, he was known for making fun of his people that would come on the show. He was sharp-witted, and he was just attack, really sarcastic comments, and make that other person look really stupid. And they got an appointment with Prabhupada to be on the show. And then the devotees got a little nervous. We don't want this guy making fun of Srila Prabhupada. So maybe you shouldn't go. And Prabhupada says, no, I will go. And I will count how many times we say Krishna. So this will be our glory. We will say, Krishna, there is benefit. No matter what, there is benefit. So the devotees go on the radio show. Srila Prabhupada sits down. He gets interviewed. And the first question this Mr. Joe Pine asks Srila Prabhupada is, you're coming here to America. You're from India. Here in America, we have our own established religions, and we're doing very fine. Why come here? Why come from a place where the death rate in India is so very high, not like America? And Srila Prabhupada said, as far as I know, the death rate is the same everywhere, 100%. And the guy was kind of like, oh, all right, yeah, I mean, that was pretty quick. Came back with it pretty fast. But the man did not give up. He thought, I have some knowledge of how you Hare Krishnas think. You say in your cosmology that the earth is flat. The earth is flat. Well, he got the wrong idea, because we never say the earth is flat. Do we? We say the solar system is kind of on a flat plane. That's different. But he misunderstood, and he said, you say the earth is flat. What do you have to say about that? And Prabhupada looked at him and said, well, everywhere I walk, it is. Amritesh gets it. Okay, thank you. So he kind of, boom, right back at you, buddy. And that was Prabhupada. Now this radio announcer, he had a female second interviewer who would help out when things got bad. So she chimed in. He was kind of blown back. 2 questions he thought he would make Srila Prabhupada look silly. And he didn't win. He didn't get it. So this lady says, why do you shave your head? Prabhupada immediately said, why do you shave your legs? Prabhupada said, better to have a cool leg and a cool head and warm legs.
Now they're both confused. They're both really like, this Swami guy is pretty fired up. So the Joe Pine, the main guy, gathered his senses, regrouped, and came back what he thought would be the question that would knock Prabhupada right out. He said, what would happen if everyone in the world became Krishna conscious? It's a fair question, right? What if we were all with shaved heads and dhotis, and we all came to the temple? What would happen? This was his question. What would happen if everyone was Krishna conscious? Everyone in the world was Krishna conscious. And Srila Prabhupada said, don't worry. There will always be fools like you who won't accept it. So that was Srila Prabhupada's wit. He completely destroyed this TV radio show announcer. And then for the next 10 minutes, Prabhupada just preached. The man and the woman just sat there like, okay, you win. You got us. Now, on the way back from this interview, Prabhupada said to all the devotees in the car, he said, I can speak like this. You cannot. Old men and children can do whatever they want. And I always enjoyed that line. I didn't enjoy it till I became the old man. And then I thought, yeah, I can say and do what I want. Now, Prabhupada says old men can do what they want. So I was quite happy when Prabhupada said that. So there are so many examples of Srila Prabhupada and his devotees. Let's not forget his devotees. There's so many wonderful pastimes. One time they were in Bombay and they were having prasadam. All the devotees are sitting there with Srila Prabhupada taking prasadam. And all of a sudden, Tamal Krishna screamed, "Hey!" Woke everybody up, didn't I? Hey! He said, what was his name? I got to hold on. I don't get his name. Anyway, he said, this devotee, I'll say Gaur Gopal. I think it's something like that. Gaur Gopal stole my glove jamun. And he looked at Prabhupada like, Srila Prabhupada, help me. He stole my glove jamun right off my plate. And Prabhupada said, yes, Gaur Gopal is a very smart devotee. And Tamal was like, he says, next time, eat your glove jamun. So Prabhupada's disciples also have wonderful pastimes. This is a good one. We're in, I think this is Sweden. And they were waiting for the arrival of Srila Prabhupada in Sweden. So everyone's running around the temple doing last-minute things like you do when spiritual master shows up. And in comes, at the door comes this bum. We know what a bum is. His hair is all dirty. He hasn't had a bath in ages. He smells. Clothes are really not nice to look at. And he's standing knocking on the door. And Indradyumna Swami opens the door. And the man just goes, food. That's all he could say. Food. And Indradyumna said, just wait. So they said, you can't come inside. We'll bring you something. And they brought him some prasadam. The next day they were doing Harinam through a very opulent area in Stockholm, Sweden. And in the bushes, as they're walking down a path, Indradyumna sees newspapers on the ground. And there's this guy sleeping on newspapers in a bush. And Indradyumna looks over at him. And he looks up at him and he says, food! And the devotees are like, this guy doesn't look so nice. But Indradyumna says, come with us. They bring him back to the temple. They said, before you can come in, we need to clean you up a little bit. So they do. They give him some prasadam. And now he's kind of like enjoying being fed. He's not hungry. And Indradyumna's like, okay, this is neat. He's, we gave him some prasadam. We cleaned him up a little bit. Now you can go. So they send him out. The next day, Srila Prabhupada arrives. And they take Srila Prabhupada out on a Harinam. Isn't that amazing? They take Srila Prabhupada with them on Harinam. They're walking down this same road. It's in a nice part of Stockholm. And out from the bushes comes this guy. And he dives at Srila Prabhupada's feet. And the devotees go, get him! So they grab him and they throw him back in the bushes. But he just goes, food. So he comes away. The devotees go past. Everything's fine. They go back to the temple. The temple door's open. They didn't leave it open. The temple door's open. And inside is this guy. And he just goes, food. And then Prabhupada comes in. And he dives at Prabhupada's feet again. And the devotees are, get him! And just when they say that, Prabhupada says, no. And he lets him hold his feet. And then Srila Prabhupada rubs his head and says, it's okay, boy. It's okay. Hare Krishna, it's okay. And he rubs his head. And now the devotees are stunned. Because here's this bum who can hardly speak on drugs. And Prabhupada's given him some special mercy, rubbing his head. Not too many of Srila Prabhupada's disciples can say, Prabhupada rubbed my head. This guy got his head rubbed after holding Prabhupada's feet. And now the devotees are like, wow, what mercy this guy got. There must be something special there. They said to him, would you like to stay with us? And he said, uh-huh. So they took him upstairs, bathed him nicely, put a dhoti, a kurta on him. Would you like to stay overnight? He said, uh-huh. So he stayed overnight. And now they're thinking the next day, okay, that was something special, but, he was living in bushes. He's a bum. They said to him, do you want to go now? And he said, uh-uh. You don't want to go? Uh-uh. So they said, okay, what can we do? We'll get him to clean. They started giving him services. And he was enjoying, and he's doing a great job. And the devotees loved him now. He got special mercy. He's cleaning the temple, which nobody really wants to do. So he's doing that nicely for a while. And then Indradyumna says, we're going to go out on book distribution in the van, little traveling Sankirtan. So they're all preparing to go. They head out to the van, and here's this guy sitting in the van, in the front seat. And Indradyumna says, okay, you can go back in now. And he says, no. Service. Srila Prabhupada, save me. Prabhupada, save me. He still doesn't speak so well. He knows food, and he now knows Prabhupada saved me. So Indradyumna thinks, okay, I'll let him come with us. Maybe he can clean the van. So they pull up to a parking lot where they're going to start doing some Sankirtan. But they haven't had breakfast yet. So they stop to eat breakfast in the van. Now this boy jumps out of the van, grabs a bag full of books, and jumps out. And the devotee's like, whoa, don't let him go. No. And she says, just let him go. He'll be back. He'll freak out when somebody, has to ask somebody for something. He'll come back. So they take their prasadam. When they're finished their prasadam, this boy comes back with an empty bag of books. Now, a couple of the devotees are like, he probably just threw them in the bushes or something. But somebody else said, no, I saw him speaking to somebody and they took a book. So Indradyumna says, you distribute all those books? He said, yes. He said, what did you say to the people? He said, Prabhupada saved me. That's all you said? He says, yes. Prabhupada saved me. Prabhupada saved me. He distributed a whole bag of books simply saying, Prabhupada saved me. Because why? Why was he so expert with just the words, Prabhupada saved me. Because he was speaking from his heart. And people could feel that. People could feel when you're coming from your heart. When you're chanting from your heart, people feel it. That's why we try to meditate on expressing ourselves through our heart. Don't let your mind control you. Let your heart take you to do what you need to do. So that's a very good example. Prabhupada gave mercy, and this devotee actually got initiated by Srila Prabhupada, and he distributed books. And from what I heard, he's in another country, but he's still distributing books. So the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, the mercy of Krishna, we can say either one. The Krishna's mercy, Prabhupada's mercy, your Guru Dev's mercy, but it's mercy. And the mercy is what helps us transform into Vaishnav. In the Boston Temple, very early on, the Boston Temple was a very small building. You opened up the door, there was a hallway, and then the stairs to where the temple on the first floor were like past this hallway. Now, in the very beginning, Srila Prabhupada did once say, no crazies and no lazies. Like you need to do service and you have to not be crazy. There was this one boy named Peter, and he used to come into the temple every day and sit in the hallway. He'd have bags, he'd have books, he'd put everything down, and he would just sit there. And he would sit there all day. And sometimes he would sleep in the hallway, so that when people would come to the temple, they open the door to the temple. The first thing they see is Peter sitting or lying down in the hallway. So the devotees of the temple were thinking, this isn't such a good idea. People are going to think, this is who we are. So Satsaru Maharaj, who was the temple president, he messaged Prabhupada. He wrote a letter and said, Prabhupada, what should we do? And Prabhupada responded back, you cannot tolerate? So they, okay, well, we weren't sure because he doesn't look good for us. So they let him stay there. And he used to sleep, he used to eat, he used to do everything in the hallway. He didn't speak, he didn't talk. Now, Giriraj Swami, who was in the Boston Temple, went to India, of course, to Juhu. He was very famous there, starting the temple. He came to visit in America years later in Los Angeles. And he sees in the Mangal Artik, Peter. Well, they had given him a nickname, Crazy Peter. They see Giriraj sees Crazy Peter standing in Mangal Artik. And he's like, oh my God, he's still around? Unbelievable. And he goes, hey, what's with Peter? He's here? He said, no, he's not Peter. His name is Kusakrata. They go, what? Giriraj says, who? Kusakrata. Prabhu. He's initiated. He's translating books from the Goswamis, from all the Acharyas. He's translated hundreds of books. He's a Sanskrit scholar. Giriraj is like, Crazy Peter is a Sanskrit scholar? But you can see again, what happens when you get the mercy? Prabhupada gave him the mercy. You cannot tolerate? He become an amazing devotee. Translating the Goswamis. Anybody here who's not crazy? You're all not crazy. Can you translate? No. None of us can. But yet we think we're pretty important, don't we? Here I am. I'm sitting here. Look at me. Who am I? I'm nothing. What am I doing? Nothing. I need to do more. You all need to do more. You need to find out what you're good at and do it. Do it for Krishna. Don't look for just a peaceful, nice, comfortable spot in the material world. Don't look for that. Go for what can I do to help this Sankirtan movement. All right. Oh, this one. Let me just tell you this story. This has nothing to do. I can't really preach about it or anything. I can't add to it. It's just an amazing story. In England, in 1970, or 71, something like that, this one boy joined. He was 18 years old, just turned 18. He had just dropped out of high school to become a Hare Krishna. He didn't even tell his parents. He just left home, didn't say anything, and moved into the temple in London. The devotees were like, "Did you tell your parents?" And he, "No." "What?" Like, he says, "No, nobody knows I'm here, but I want to be a Hare Krishna." 18 years old. Now, this was during the time right before Gurpurnim. So, Gurpurnim festival in Mayapur, all the devotees in the temple went. Every single one of them except for this new boy. And they left him in charge of the temple. He had just joined a week earlier, and now he is the acting temple president in one of the largest temples that we have in ISKCON. The devotees go to India. And at that time, a radio station and a television station called up the temple. "We would like to do an interview." He goes, "Yeah, sure, come." So the television station puts him on TV. Live, the 6 o'clock news, we have an interview with the temple president of the Hare Krishna movement here in England. And here he is, Bhakta Tim. Parents don't even know where he is. And now he's the temple president of England. Not even just London or Bury Place. England. How did you become a devotee? "Well, I read one of Srila Prabhupada's books and I moved in." "Oh, I bet your parents are not, they don't know." "Well, now they do." You're on television. So he got some special mercy. His name was Jivanath. Very, very amazing devotee who left his body a while ago. But he went to far away places, countries where they don't like Hare Krishnas, and preached, Muslim countries. He was fearless. And as you can see, he was fearless from the very beginning. So this is a nature that we need to adopt. We need to adopt this fearless. We want to preach. We want to do what we can do to help spread this movement. It's very important. And it's very important to understand what your qualities are and how to utilize them. And one thing that I've noticed is that we tend to judge a book by its cover. I know when I used to distribute books, I would look at somebody and think, okay, he looks like he'd take a book. Like, how do I know? How do I know where they're at in their spiritual advancement? But I look at him, just like Crazy Peter and the bum in Sweden. You can't say, "Oh, there's a bum, he's going to be a great book distributor." You can't tell. So I can't tell by looking at you or you or you, like, he's wearing, regular clothes, he's all dressed. Maybe you're more advanced than he is. I don't know. So never judge. Never judge. That's one important quality. We have to figure that out. We have to see every living entity as spirit soul on a path back to Godhead. We don't know where they are on their path. You can move in to temple tomorrow and be 100 times more along the path of Krishna consciousness than somebody who's been here for 50 years. We just don't know. So this is a story. It's actually like a poem. It's from Mahatma Das. And he's very a wonderful, wonderful devotee. A very genuine, down-to-earth, wonderful personality. And this is a little story/poem. Listen carefully. I was shocked, confused, bewildered as I entered Goloka's door, not by the beauty of it all, nor the light or its decor, but it was the devotees in Goloka that I was amazed to see. I knew them all on the earth, but they had so little bhakti. There stood my Sankirtan leader, the one who stole Krishna's money twice. Next to him was my old temple president, who was never, ever nice. Krishna Das, who never preached, who seemed so insincere, was sitting ecstatically with Krishna, to whom he seemed so dear. I asked my guru, what's going on? Of this I don't know what to make. How'd all these devotees end up here? Did someone make a mistake? And why is everyone so quiet, so somber? Give me a clue. Quite, Prabhu, he said. They're all in shock. No one thought they'd be seeing you. No, it's a shame he didn't get that one. But it says that you just can't tell who is who, what is what. We just don't know. We don't have that spiritual vision yet. We don't have the opportunity to understand who is advanced and who is not. So don't judge. You know, often because I have this label of Srila Prabhupada disciple, I've had people come up to me and say, you are a pure devotee. And I'm thinking, no. Not even close. Sorry. Because I have a label. It's like PhD or BS or BA in the material world. I have ACBSP after my name sometimes. I'm a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Not advanced, only a representative. So we are representing our spiritual master. We are representing Krishna. That's why Prabhupada used to always tell us, look nice, act nice, because when they see you, they think of Krishna. So you don't even need to preach. He always said, wear flag, have sika, and then they think of Krishna. If you do nothing else, you do that. And here in India, if we wear dhoti with tilak and sika, they think Hare Krishna immediately. And it's the beauty of just being a Hare Krishna. We can preach without doing anything other than just being ourselves. So thank you so much. It's probably a little early, but I do have something that I like to do, and that's chanting Hare Krishna. So if you don't mind, can I finish with a kirtan? Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Can we have a kirtan sound? One question. Does anybody have a question? I probably didn't say anything that's going to make you ask a question, but such is life. No, good. I didn't really want to answer a question. You have a question? Amritesh Gaur Das will now ask a question. And not that I'm disqualifying myself. I'm simply trying to, like I was saying, if you look at me and you think of Prabhupada, I'm happy. Don't think of Jivanath. Jivanath's nothing. Prabhupada's something. So I'm simply trying to represent Prabhupada. And if somehow or other that works, then I feel like I'm successful. And that I can be proud of. Prabhupada said you can be proud of that. I want to be proud that I'm having people look at me and say, Srila Prabhupada. Not Jivanath Das, but Srila Prabhupada. And that is what we want. We want people to look at us and say, Krishna, Krishna, or Gaur Govinda Swami, because they all know. So that's, you want to represent, right? Don't put yourself up, put the Guru up. Into the mic.
I'll say it in Odia. Okay. So, ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରଭୁଜୀ ଆସିଲେ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର କେବେ ପହର ଦିନ ତ ପ୍ରଭୁଜୀ was in a प्रभुजी आसिले गोटे काइंड ऑफ गोटे सन्यासी ड्रेस पिंधि भाया माने गोटे होमली ड्रेस पिंधिले नॉट लाइक ड्रेस्ड इन प्रॉपर धोती पिंधिक आसिले किसी भक्त मैंने भाविले प्रभुजी कौन ये भाया ड्रेस पिंधि आसनी आम सब जाचे से प्रभुपाद शिष्य ये भाया ड्रेस पिंधि आसार कौन प्रयोजन तापरे मोर भी मन टे प्रश्न आसला ये कहीं ड्रेस पिंधि आसछंदी आम वेलकम करुछु एठी माला करिबु माला पिंधेबु कीर्तन ने आणिबु तांको स्वागत करिकी प्रभुपाद शिष्य आसछंती तो गला बेले पचारि प्रभुजी को एक्चुअली मु पचारिया पूर्व प्रभुजी मते आंसर दे देले प्रभुजी को मो मन रे क्वेश्चन थिला पचारि प्रभुजी कहीं से कहले जानिछ मु थरे जाइथिल गोटे मंदिर को से मंदिर को जेतोल मु गली सेठी मते बसई कि जाई पहुँचु पहुँचु मते व्यासासन रे बसैले सांगे सांगे पानी आणले मो पाद धोइले मोर गुरु पूजा कले कहीं ना मु शिल प्रभुपाद शिष्य बोली से मु जोठी जीवी ये भाया ड्रेस पिंधि जाऊँगी जहाँफल से लाज लगे मोर आ गुरु पूजा करेनि सो माने कहीं आम देखिकी जज करिया कथा नुह यहाँ प्रभुजी लाइफ रु शिखेले से जिनसा गोटे बहुत चिर आम शिक्षा प्राप्त हेलु प्रभुजी हरे कृष्ण आई मु चेष्टा करके ओडिया रे कहली ताकि प्रभुजी न बुझी पारंतु
It's a secret. Great. You make me nervous. Okay. Can we just, we'll just chant a bit if you don't mind. We are leaving this morning to go back to Puri. I'm very blessed that I am now living in Puri after spending 9 years in Sridham Mayapur. But I hope and I pray, of course, more than hope, I pray that the devotees of Bhubaneswar allow me to make this my second home or allow me to make this my first home. Whatever. We're just very enthused about being here and feeling the energy and the just the amazing city with so many people just waiting to become Krishna conscious. Like I was saying yesterday, I came here to the temple for 12 o'clock thinking this would be where the talk was. And I got here and the temple room was filled with people. So we said, can we do a little kirtan before the class? So I started kirtan and I was getting everybody to chant, and all the people standing just looking. And I got everybody to chant. And then they said, no, the class is upstairs. And I thought, oh no, all the people are here. Why would we go upstairs? What is it, like 5 people upstairs? And I go upstairs and the place is packed with people. And I thought, my goodness, there are so many people coming to the Sunday feast here in Bhubaneswar. I thought this was good. I was happy with that. Then I went upstairs and it was packed upstairs. And I just thought, Bhubaneswar is just ready to explode. I can feel it. And I'm like, I'm getting almost jealous that I don't live here. Oh, I want to be part of this, you know? I want to help. Can I do something? I'll clean the floors. I'll do anything. I want to be part. When you can feel the energy and the desire to spread Krishna consciousness among devotees, you want to be a part of that. So, you know, I keep sort of hinting that, you know, maybe I could move to Bhubaneswar. I don't know what Krishna wants. We're having nice Harinams and programs in Puri, but Bhubaneswar is just going, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay? Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me. And thank you, Maharaj, for showing by example. And this is what leaders do. Leaders lead by example. So you can look to Maharaj and say, you know, where is he? He's at the program. He's showing you how important the sadhana is in your life. Even if you don't come to the temple, if you have some sadhana at home, and that's what this verse was basically saying too. Krishna is saying you can have a good life simply being a householder at home or a single person at home. Just follow some rules and regulations. Don't just let yourself watch Netflix all day or be on Facebook or Instagram. Put some sadhana in your life and you can actually become happy. Okay. Can you play something? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Nitai Gora Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, 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 Gatir Anyata, Harinam, Harinam, Harinam Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gatir Anyata, Harinam, Harinam, Harinam Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gatir Anyata. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, I know it's a material comparison, but when you open your heart, which opens up your whole chakras, opens up your whole body, you can actually feel the holy name come into you, and you become with Krishna, with the holy name. And it gives you a surcharge, amazing charge of energy. It's just you and Krishna. Of course, it's you, Krishna, and all the Vaishnava devotees. Makes it surcharged 100 times more. So this opportunity that we get to have this sadhu sangha, to chant Hare Krishna together, is a very special reward for giving yourself to Krishna. So take the opportunity, whatever you can, chant Hare Krishna in the association of devotees. Thank you so much for allowing this to happen for me and my family. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai. Shri Shri Gauranitai ki jai. Jaganath Baladev Subhadra ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gaura Govinda Maharaj ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna.